So Rudolph has died, therefore the Casus Belli is no longer valid, and therefore England once again is united and we get control of our lands. Thank you so much. Which means we can finally give away Devon, and I was going to give it away to a certain Gerard Fleming. You see, he loves me. William the Slow's son. He's not too shabby. Grey Eminence. I think he makes a perfect vassal. His father is my court chaplain. Well, yeah, his father is my court chaplain, and his son becomes Count of Devon. I'm sure his father wouldn't mind his son being given a title ahead of him. He's a man of the cloth. We must leave him be. So there you go. Count of Devon. Lower titles included. Off he goes. We only have 2 lands in our domain, which is absolutely pathetic. Absolutely useless. Our personal levy size and our own tax income is going to be so crap. It's unbelievable. Look at that. 935. But hopefully our vassals like us enough to be able to send us some reinforcements if we so require it. So Earl Gerard of Devon heads off, which leaves us now with no negative penalties. England once again has a little bit of stability, although if you look to the factions screen, we've got factions already springing up. Lower Crown Authority, she's trying to put somebody else on the throne, but I think it's time to just look at the king's vassals and see how he's faring. He's been in power for a little bit of a time now. Of course, we remember from last time, the Queen is a Fleming, my cousin. So we have some ties here. Technically speaking, this is my relation also. But anyway, people are joining the Lower Crown Authority. Because he won the war, the Crown Authority remains at medium, I think it is. Bear with us. Let me just pause this for a second. Sometimes I've got to get my head around certain things, and it isn't easy. Because we have Normandy, which is de jure part of France, I think some of France's laws actually apply to Normandy. Is that right? Somebody can obviously confirm this for me, but do lands in Normandy go off French laws, and my other counties within England go off England's laws? I can only assume that's the case, because otherwise why would I have France's laws on my screen? Which is kind of weird. Does that mean that I could actually fabricate a plot on claiming the Kingdom of France, for instance? Kind of, yeah. Weird. I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I've been split between sort of 2 kingdoms with my lands. This is new to me, so I don't really have a clue. But I'm assuming that Normandy may fall under France's laws. As I say, if anybody can confirm that 100%, please do let me know. In which case, rather than if that is the case, I'm going to have to not only focus on trying to get England's crown laws lowered, I'm going to have to focus on France as well. Too much to think about. Right, Duke Radolf the First for England, more factions. But yes, they're not very powerful. We look, as I was saying, we look to the vassals of the king, and he's been in power for a little while, so yeah, a few people don't like him. In fact, a few dukes and duchesses don't like him, so he's not in a totally stable position, but he's not sort of 50-50, I'd say. But we look to the realm tree to see who his most powerful vassals are, and look at that. We climb to the top of the rankings with 33% of the levy size. My total levy size is 4,195 when we're at maximum capacity, which isn't too bad. Could be better with higher stewardship and more lands, but be that as it may, well, have to make do with what we've got. And, ooh, I've been granted the title of Seneschal. So, being slothful, lazy, a drunk and a glutton has its perks, it seems. I'm getting all these honourable titles bestowed upon me. It's a great honour to be the Chancellor of England, the Seneschal of England, and of course the Duke of Cornwall, Normandy, Dearbath, Munster. Yes, indeed. Of course, we came into Normandy, not through hard work, but through inheritance. As our mother died, we gained more land. Lower Crown Authority faction seems to be gaining a bit more impetus. Should we join the Lower Crown Authority faction, considering that it would be to our benefit? Maybe. But seeing as we're focusing our efforts on Brittany right now, I don't want to end up in the sticky situation where the faction is pressed and then I'm torn in two wars again, so we're going to leave it for now. He can't even manage 2 counties. He's a slothful, lazy man. He can't manage 2 counties, so how is he going to manage 2 wars? Come on, folks. One step at a time. He's scarred from battle. A misguided warrior. That's why he's scarred, because he's rubbish in the battlefield. He made a misstep and got a slash down his face, across his nose, I think it is. Another one joining the Lower Crown Authority faction. Now at 23%. Some people have been released from prison. Okay. So it's a slow and steady progress to claim Brittany. Very slow and very steady. We'll move to Vannes next so we can dispatch of this army. And then, well, we'll see what happens. Scotland are still warring. France are still at war. It's a fragmented world we live in, where nobody's happy with their lot in life. Everybody wants to claim more land and rise to the top. Right, moving on. They do a runner. Clements for England. Oh, who are these random Joes they're trying to put on the throne? Can you put somebody decent on? I mean, who is this man? He's a mystic and a scholarly theologian. He'd be better placed in a cathedral, not in the throne of England. Have some sense, man. This is a man that should be put on the throne. Duke George, yes, a man that can't be bothered. A man that likes his wine, likes his food, goose, pheasant, rabbit, pigeon. He has it all on the table at the same time. 27%. This is looking mightily fruitful here. Duke Fulk of Anjou has usurped the title Duchy of Anjou from Count Gilbert. Now he is the son of the current king, is he? No, he's a different Fulk. The king has a son called Fulk as well. It was a strange name. I didn't realise there would be 2 of them in the same realm. Seems I was wrong. So we've got a bit of a usurpation going on here. Vexin remains, well, independent. I will not know to this day unless somebody tells me. Oh, obviously, in fact, you will have missed it as well because the game crashed. So I don't know how I lost it, but I did. It became independent. Denmark are doing pretty well, aren't they? More Lower Crown Authority faction, people joining it. Yeah, Denmark are expanding. Not too bad. I'm just going to pause it a minute. Has my son had a son yet? No, 2 daughters, you see. We are still waiting to betroth somebody to the Duchess of Flanders. If we can betroth one of our sons to the Duchess of Flanders, preferably the son of preferably the son of George III, potentially we have a chance to have their children be a Fleming ruler that gets control of Flanders, similar to the situation with Normandy. But he's having daughters. So can we do some kind of a dance to have a son? Should we be carrying out any kind of superstitions, maybe? Giving her something particular to eat or drink when she's pregnant? I don't know. I'm not au fait in this art of mysticism, but I'm sure that it might be worth a try. Anyway, more factions. 9%, 11%, 40% for lowering Crown authority. If we throw our 33% into the mix, we have a goer. 41.8, we got a count and 3 dukes. We're slightly... have we got all of our vassals? Ah, there we go. I'm trying to figure out why we have men in the field of battle. We'll order some more troops from our personal levy. Send them down to... ooh! Lovely! Are we getting the tax now? Not quite. It's not bad, not bad. Yeah, I'll send these down to Rawns to start with and see if they can besiege it on their own. I know it's only a small force, but if we can besiege 2 lands at the same time, it just halves the time we're going to take the duchy, doesn't it? Which is going to serve to be in our favour. I don't know how many more levies we can raise here. Oh, I didn't know that. When I raised the levies, last time, the vassal levies, I raised the levies and there were some enemies in my land and I raised them and we were at war and I lost some men. Well, if you hold control, apparently, when you press the raise button, it doesn't raise levies in lands that have enemies. That's handy. I didn't know that. You learn something every day. Are you moving? 16th of February. Oh, it's on pause, that's why it's not moving. I do that occasionally. Transfer of vassals. Arthur Fleming. Oh, he's my uncle. He's my uncle. He died. Let's have a look. If we go to the Fleming family tree here, the second generation, or the first, actually, if you count this as the first generation, well, first generation, that's I suppose second generation. How many are left alive? We just have Cecilia and we've got Zello left. Third generation are all of these people. Somebody wanted to see about Bella's eldest child Oleg. I think it was Zosko 1 wanted to see about if Oleg had any children. If we take a look at him here, we can see that he has an eldest son who is currently the Count of Bryansk. Which is, oh, he's got, has he got 2 lands here? Yeah, Bryansk and Sergrov, so looks like the bastard Bella sort of lied, although technically speaking it was a matrilineal marriage, so they're technically, well, they are Rurukoviches. Still family though. Good. Spreading out nicely. Getting some land, so they're doing not too bad for themselves, really. He can't besiege that, there's too many defenders, so we'll try the next one across. How many other people are in there? 561, we couldn't besiege that one though. Suck on that, punk. No, we can't. What is this? Oh no, too many. Right, fine. Help these guys out. It'll make the sieges go a bit quicker. Oh, they're raising men. But it's not going to be enough, folks. It is not going to be enough. Oh, Duchess Sibylla, what's happening? 61%. Add my 30 odd into there and we have 100% of the King's forces. Duke George, do it! Do it, I hear you crying. You want the crown authority lowered? Do it! No, it's okay. It's okay, says Duke George. I'm too busy sipping my wine. Why should I mess about with other such things when I'm sipping wine and watching my men take Brittany for me? I am fabricating claims in Ghent, which was taken by the Holy Romans, remember last time. I don't think that's a wise choice, King Adam. Do you really expect to be able to take Ghent from the mighty Holy Roman Empire? Oh, balderdash. We are being excommunicated at the behest of Duke Ralph of Gloucester. What have I done to ruffle his feathers? The new Pope hates my guts. There's no way I'm going to be have the excommunication lifted. Which means I suffer a negative penalty to all my vassal scores, which is not good. Giving people more of a chance to hate my guts? I mean, come on. They're not going to rise up against me at some point. Right when I'm about to take Brittany, probably. Make life even more difficult. Okay, we'll carry on. Right, what I'll do is I'll go till 1147, 1st of January. Or maybe I'll wait till I capture the entirety of Vannes here. Yeah, we'll siege the entirety of Vannes, see what percentage we get to for the war score with Brittany, and then we'll end the session. I'll go through a couple of the screens with you, the family tree and the vassal holdings and whatnot, and give you opportunity to... In fact, no, I won't bother doing that. I'll just upload the game save. That's what I'll do. Oh, Duke Alan of Brittany has called King Fernando of Navarra into the war. Wow, how big is Navarra, and is it going to cause me a problem? Please don't be this one. Phew. If he called the King of Leon, we might have a problem, but he's only calling this little Navarra here. Oh, 2 lands. How many men are you going to muster? About 6. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Quite a lot.